NBA Tuesday is here, and for today, I got my favorite 3 plays with all the stats, breakdowns, and analysis that you need to know before the games tip off. Now, before we begin, I personally am going to put a guarantee on today's video that if we do not go a perfect 3-0 in today's video, I will hook up every single person watching today with completely free access to our VIP group where I post my very best picks every single day. All you have to do is like and subscribe, and that is it. So go down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, let's start this thing out by recapping where we left off. Now, yesterday was looking like a really, really hot day. Everything was looking terrific until the late night Clippers and Knicks game where we got absolutely torched. Derek Jones did not understand the assignment. Chris Dunn did not understand the assignment. Mikal Bridges did not understand the assignment. Everything was looking great until we racked up 3 consecutive losses in the final game of the night. Ultimately, we ended up going 7-6 on the day in my VIP group, in my free community. So all in all, it was about 50-50. Not the greatest, not what we wanted considering how the day started. Now, as I mentioned, we have every intention of turning this thing around, every intention of going a perfect 3-0 sweep today, and if we don't, you're getting free access to my VIP community where I'm posting the best picks every single day. Now, as we're going to jump into today's picks, the 2 main places where I am spending the majority of my time and placing the majority of my plays are going to be on Novig and Betr. Now, that said, most of these picks will be available on PrizePicks, Underdog, etc. But the reason I recommend Novig and Betr are because you're going to get extreme value out of both of these places. Now, if you're not familiar with Novig, Novig is currently one of my top 2 favorite plays to play and place these picks for a couple different reasons. Number one, their prices and their payouts are routinely better than everybody else. In fact, I have an example in today's video that we're going to get to. Number two, it doesn't operate like PrizePicks or Underdog where you need to have 2 or more players in your lineup to submit an entry. If there's only one play that you like and one play that you really like, especially at the cost, you can submit just 1 entry at a time. It kind of operates like a traditional sportsbook that way, and that's why I love playing it. And if that wasn't enough, if you join today and you enter code BBSMikey, they are going to turn around and hand you $50 if you just spend $5. Spend $5 on their platform, and they're going to hand you a $50 bill. That's about as no-brainer as it gets. My second favorite place that I like to play, just based on the value that you get from playing there, is Betr. Now, for starters, these guys are handing out a free pick tonight to anybody who signs up, uses code BBSMikey. You're going to get Luka Doncic over 0.5 points plus assist. You're also going to get up to $200 in bonuses via they call no sweat tokens, meaning if you play, each token is a $100 token. So if you play a $100 play and you win, congratulations, you collect the cash. If you lose, that money is just refunded right back into your account. They're going to give you 2 of those free play tokens. You literally can't lose. Combine that with tonight's free pick and the multipliers available on the board. Betr is a terrific place to play your action tonight. So for me, it's all about Novig and Betr. But again, a lot of these are going to be available on PrizePicks and Underdog. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's picks. And remember, if we don't go a perfect 3-0 today, I am hooking anybody up who's watching with completely free access to our VIP group. All you got to do is like and subscribe and probably comment VIP so that I know who to hook up if things go awry tonight. Now, the first pick on the board for today, we got Jason Tatum to go over 25.5 points plus rebounds. Now, if you've been living under a rock, Jason Tatum has made his long-awaited return. He's now participated in 2 different games here in 2025. Very, very small sample size, but obviously the more healthy days, the more healthy games that pass, the more minutes we should expect Jason Tatum to be able to handle on the court. Now, if you'll take a look at last year, which is where most of the data is going to come from since he's only played in 2 games, Jason Tatum went over 25.5 points plus rebounds in 71 out of 80 games that he played. 89% of the time he went over this prop. He averaged 35.9, so basically 10 over the line that we're looking at, which is 25.5. Terrific 24 season, as we all know. Now, obviously, we know about the red flags of coming back from the Achilles injury, but again, 2 healthy games have passed. He's in the lineup tonight. Those minutes should continue to creep upward with each game that passes. As for the matchup, there's not really anything to fear here. It's not a great matchup by any means, don't get me wrong, but it's also not some sort of elite shutdown matchup. He's going up against the San Antonio Spurs, who currently rank 10th in the NBA in points allowed to power forwards, 12th in the NBA in rebounds allowed. So overall, pretty mediocre matchup for Jason Tatum. Now, the spread in this game is 3.5. It's thought to be a closely contested game, just 3.5 points separating the two. Sharp money is currently on, both public and sharp money is currently on the Boston Celtics to cover. 60% of public think the Celtics will cover. 55% of sharp money is on the Boston Celtics to cover. So that tells us if the spread is already 3.5 and we're expecting the Celtics to cover, this could be a 1-score game by the time it's all said and done. Possibility of overtime as well. So typically, this is the type of game that if the Celtics are going to be competitive and win this game, they're going to want their superstar in the game as long as they can. Yes, there will probably still be minutes restrictions, but it won't be the sort of thing that he's pulled out of the game because of a blowout. One other thing to know is that this line has been bouncing back and forth over the last 12 hours. It opened up at 24.5, jumped up to 26.5, and it's been bouncing back and forth between 26.5 and 25.5 over the last 12 hours or so. So if you're going to get in on this one, make sure you get it at 25.5. I'm less bullish on this one at 26. Last but not least, the market is pretty much in alignment on this one. It's not the sort of thing where it looks bad on PrizePicks or Underdog because other books and apps aren't favoring it. In fact, they are favoring it. Sleeper has it at minus 139, Fliff minus 130, DK minus 123, Caesars minus 122. Nobody has it lower than minus 119. Overall, the market seems to believe that this one is going to hit Jason Tatum over 25.5 points plus rebounds. As for our next pick, we have Alex Sarr to go over 15.5 points plus rebounds. Now, you take a look at what he's done this year, he's hitting this consistently all season long. He has 16 or more points plus rebounds in 36 out of 42 games this year, averaging 24.62 per game. Again, almost 10 more than the current line that we're looking at. You zoom in on his last 10, it's even better. 9 out of his last 10 games, he's been able to go 18 or more points plus rebounds against his opponent, averaging 25.4 points plus rebounds per game. In fact, you take a look at how he's done on the road. 17 out of his last 19 road games, he's been able to go above 15.5 points plus rebounds against his opponent, averaging, again, 25.21. And that is just the beginning, right? The hit rates look good. He's doing it consistently this season. But then you take a look at the matchup, and things look even better. He's going up against the Miami Heat, who currently rank 13th in the NBA in points allowed to opposing centers, so very mediocre when it comes to points scored. But they are actually a weak defense when it comes to rebounds allowed to opposing centers, ranking 23rd in the entire NBA. In fact, Alex Sarr himself was able to put 24 points plus rebounds on these very same Miami Heat. The only other time he played them this year which was only about a month ago, on February 8th. He had 12 boards and 12 points against the Miami Heat. We just need him to get to 16 in a combination of both of those things. 5 of the last 8 centers to go up against the Heat, by the way, went over on their points plus rebounds proposition. You take a look at how the sharps and how the public are treating this game. Sharp money is on the over. 58% of sharp money is on this game to go over. So we're expecting this to be somewhat higher scoring than originally anticipated. And if you take a look, by the way, at how this game is expected to play out, you'll see that the Washington Wizards are currently 15.5 point underdogs, which always creates a possibility of a blowout and the possibility of players coming into the game, coming out of the game. But if you look at the games this year where the Washington Wizards have lost by 16 or more points, which is what sharp money is expecting, he has still hit 16 or more points plus rebounds in 15 out of 19 games. So 79% of the time when the Wizards lose by 16 or more points, he's still hitting this prop. And then even if they don't, he's hitting it 86% of the time on the season. Feels very, very confident. You take a look at how the market is approaching this one, and overall they're very, very bullish on it. Sleeper has it at minus 143, Fliff at minus 135, Hard Rock at minus 130, Novig minus 126. Nobody has it worse than minus 119. Feeling very, very confident that that one's going to hit. Now, real quick, a bonus pick for you guys. One thing that you need to know, this is actually one that I sent out to my free community at 9 a.m. this morning. Alex Sarr over 17.5 PRA, but specifically on Novig. I was telling you guys about Novig and the great payouts that they have. Currently, if you join Novig and you enter code BBSMikey, they are going to give you 50 when you just spend 5. This is a great one to do it on. Spend $5 on Alex Sarr to go over 17.5 PRA. I mentioned to you earlier that one of the reasons I love Novig is because of the payouts that you get, and you can see it right here. Sleeper has this thing at minus 130, DraftKings minus 123, BetMGM, Hard Rock, Caesars, FanDuel, The Score, PrizePicks, DraftKings, Underdog, Fliff, all have it anywhere between minus 110 and minus 130, and yet Novig has it at plus 112. So if you're looking for a quick bonus play that you can throw in there, consider Alex Sarr over 17.5 PRA because Novig is giving you a terrific payout on that one. Again, just enter code BBSMikey at checkout. They're going to give you $50 when spending 5. Again, guys, that specific pick, Alex Sarr over 17.5 PRA. This is a pick that I actually sent out at 9 a.m. inside my free Discord. If you want to get more of my very best picks every single day, all you have to do is join my free Discord. We're hitting on 63% of our NBA plays in the free group this season. You can slide in using the link that I left for you in the description of this video, or who knows, if things go awry tonight, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll be sliding into the VIP group completely free. All right. For the third/fourth pick, since I kind of gave you 3 there, I gave you Jason Tatum over 25.5 points plus rebounds, Alex Sarr over 15.5 points plus rebounds, but then again, Alex Sarr over 17.5 PRA, specifically on Novig. For our last and final play, the final play of this 3-man that we're playing on Betr or PrizePicks or Underdog, wherever you're playing, Scotty Barnes less than 28.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. Now, for starters, you're going to see a lot of green on the board when you zoom into his last 7 games. He has 28 or fewer PRA in each of the last 7 games, averaging just 23.71, so about 5 fewer than the line that we're currently looking at. That is a great start. But then you take a look at the matchup and things get really exciting. Not for him, but for anybody who's betting the under. He's going up against the Houston Rockets, who are a very, very, very difficult defense. They rank 4th, 2nd, and 2nd in the entire NBA when it comes to points allowed, rebounds allowed, and assists allowed. But specifically against power forwards, they rank 7th, 1st, and 3rd in points allowed, rebounds allowed, assists allowed to opposing power forwards. Very, very difficult matchup, basically for anybody, but also for power forwards specifically. You take a look at how the public and how sharps are approaching this game. You are going to see that 57% of bets and 51% of sharp money is on the Rockets to cover this. So they're expecting this to be a lower scoring outing, particularly on the Toronto Raptors side of the ball. All of that is a good thing when you're considering the under on Scotty Barnes' PRA. And again, you take a look at the market. Overall, they're in alignment. Overall, they're very bullish on this one. Sleeper has it all the way at minus 143. Fliff is at minus 135. PrizePicks, Underdog, DraftKings, Novig, Caesar, FanDuel, The Score, and BetRivers all in between minus 119, minus 129, indicating confidence that this one is going to hit. So, to recap, we have Jason Tatum over 25.5 points plus rebounds. Alex Sarr over 15.5 points plus rebounds. Scotty Barnes under 28.5 points plus rebounds assists. Guys, if this does not go 3-0, a perfect 3-0 sweep today, I am hooking up anybody watching with free access inside my VIP group. All you got to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment VIP in the comments so I can know where to find you if things go awry tonight. And of course, guys, don't forget our bonus pick for today, which is Alex Sarr over 17.5 PRA, specifically on Novig, because they are paying out positive money where everybody else is in the minus. So that's all I got for you guys today. Again, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. We're going to get new videos out most days, Monday through Friday. And yeah, if you comment VIP below and things go wrong today, I'm going to hook you up with free access inside my VIP community. But that's not the plan. The plan is a 3-0 sweep. So with that being said, let's make some money. Good luck tonight, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.